Hold on. What's the 5 letters in Jesus? It's 5 letters, right? J-E-S-U-S.
There was no J's. There was no J's in the ancient days, man. When your house walked the earth.
It's a J-E-S.
When that man that you called Jesus, when he walked the earth,
no, I don't call him that. That's who wakes him up in the morning.
He was speaking Hebrew.
He wakes you up. That's the man that wakes us up in the morning. It's already proven in the Bible. Hold the Bible.
I'm going to prove it to you now.
It's already proven.
Not no J letter. Okay. See? It's cool, though, you know? Listen to
in the Holy Bible.
Huh?
Read that in the Holy Bible.
Come here.
Genesis.
Come here, bro. Let me give you a scripture. Come here. Let me give you a scripture.
Read Psalms 23.
Let me give you a scripture.
Hey, read it. Psalms 23.
I know this. You know that's America. Psalms 23. The valley of the shadow of death. That's America.
Ain't no death in that. Read it.
Do it say it.
The Communist Party of China writes a new version of the Bible and other religious texts. In the Gospel of John, Jesus is known for confronting those who accuse a woman who falls in adultery so that the one who has no sin would cast the first stone. According to the new Gospel of John by the communist regime, instead of ending in mercy and forgiveness, the story ends with Jesus himself being the one who cast stones at the adulterous woman. In fact, in the Henan province, CCP, China's Communist Party officials, forced Protestant churches to replace the 10 Commandments with quotes from Xi Jinping. For example, "You shall have no other gods before me" became dictations like "Be resolutely beware of the infiltration of Western ideology." The 10-year project to rewrite the Bible, the Quran, and other sacred texts is part of Xi Jinping's plan to seek that loyalists serve the Communist Party faithfully in accordance with Marxism.
She enjoyed injecting her patients with cement.
18 months she suffered with not knowing the full of what he put in her body.
She promised permanent cosmetic modifications, but she was selling tickets to their doom. She scammed hundreds of patients with her special treatments.
I have never, ever, or would dare ever to inject or have injected any human with any type of unknown substance.
However, her evil and insanity would end lives. O'Neill Ron Morris is a transgender woman who used to perform cosmetic surgeries in Florida, especially posterior augmentations. But one day, her disgusting secrets were exposed. She had a great reputation and even sported her own augmentations until her patients started falling ill with immediate symptoms of infection. Some thought these were just side effects, and one day, tragedy struck.
You gave us your word that the product she was using was A1 products.
The symptoms began with intense pain in the area where the surgery had been performed. And then, the skin grew deformed. Therefore, her patients were analyzed.
Regulator to approve the sale of chicken made from animal cells. It allows 2 California companies to offer lab-grown meat to restaurants. The cultivated meat is grown in steel tanks using cells that come from a living animal, a fertilized egg, or a special bank of stored cells.
Live with its new FedNow instant payment system, a system that should allow households and businesses to send payments and receive money immediately without those troubling 3-day holds on checks and waiting for payments to clear in the sender's account and waiting for the bank to open on Monday or after a holiday. The FedNow system is an instant payment system. It's available 24/7, 365 days a year. To begin with, 35 banks and 16 service providers have already signed up. Those banks include things like J.P. Morgan and Wells Fargo, as well as smaller credit unions and other banks. Unclear if the banks are going to charge for this instant payment. They are charged, but they may or may not pass that along to consumers. Fed Chair Jay Powell saying in a press release, over time, as more banks choose to use this tool, the benefits to individuals and businesses will include enabling a person to immediately receive a paycheck or a company to instantly access funds when an invoice is paid. This doesn't eliminate the PayPals and the Venmos of the world, or Zelle. Theoretically, they could use the FedNow system, which is a bank-to-bank system, to send payments, but it's unclear, guys, if those services now face a new challenge from banks of all sizes that can offer similar services. Sarah?
But bottom line, faster payments, good for consumer, right, Steve?
I think so, Sarah. That's exactly right. I think you get there and you don't have those holds on the checks. Look, if you have money in your account and you send money to somebody else with an account, obviously they can take that money out, but there's actually a hold on that account. It's really for people who don't have that money on account. Say a small business guy who's doing a big project, gets a payment, has to wait till that payment clears. It could really help them out.